abagetbag.com.
We not go far, we a go, you go know. All of the blessings fall on my yard. Blessings stay for my yard, And like a dad, you go be, you go see, you go feel, because the blessings fall on my yard. Blessings fall on my yard, That's why I sip my alcohol. I don't wanna reason bad things no more. I don't wanna go back to where I did before. Make nobody stress me, not disturb me, cha. I sip my alcohol. I don't wanna reason bad things.
This is Alhaji Fuseni's house. It is popularly known in the Warjai area as the Mad People House. And this is Alhaji Fuseni. He is a traditional mental healer. He's been treating people with mental disorders for over 30 years.
Mama de pile yu. Do me to pour le caroli na jiwode. Gana kozo. So kapto kan na teler ma hal tamal gurgulane da ajia. Bazan badnum kanante borma kambe puna kawen de kempul me ani bitan kudi. La tamaza kanto sonba. Zo hazon attention. Doctors nation nim zang baga ben shadon ko baga engineer ni ma kamam electricity nim za mala de pamba kan ya ne tapshi kan ya skurbe do bago do non do yona yum tan ka zona an tetbo ban nam jang ko kunya la pamba zon inshallah tabma de yala da ban le do me bun kunno ga tile hamun za da ban le dogur ngodon ko je kin yelma za dogur ma da patlan bor o musunna won parge in yabin na tamkab san kan wa ko biyan dun don won barna ma na den surma sama ma ba ko kamati shira in sura kan won pan ko kulun bo pan a o ba ko ni yino kama hospital pon ponten jo ben ni fo yino ba tabar yin ya anyebe pa yin ya ma ma ko ne kilin pe ni fo so hankal no kuliyan fa o nirin da kunyo kapto ko no basa o kala ke ho nyala kulan le bo hankali anyebe ha sonni na fanzom o kala ke te to gboble kar pempa to te bela den hale ka Dr. Montier te pana ti shi nan kana ke ti yema ni wo chang mata nya temako ka parma aje yelo ni yema le ne ba mala dula don dula nya den don dor le ko ba do kon ko kaba amma babu tabre yinya babu tabre kilinki babu tabre kasa ti mama ban tele pour la dakane jirzo ki an gende shama trakan zo ka Dr. Montier kana tanya me to ko zante te banam bane ti yanam bane falkati di to ko zan le wu nirba ka ko zan le ti nirba beti yina kan ba yina ka so yina ki zante la kan ta ka ti je zabra netaba man tabra yago non ben kala ka bora to bor ni nung nan ba ni be ka to bangya to bora ba ma tabra to bora an panda ma ka ti nyang mo ki la nan ba ni ka ti yaren ki to banda kama na balanji basic gana kanaki so bante be basicness won sa sama yawa tanan pale kapna ko ba mo za la tanan.
At the time of our visit, there were lots of herbs, fresh and dried, lying in his veranda, with some on fire. He lacks means of transport to aid his people to harvest herbs.
He can be a man. Don't pay the mamma Chankatan, I don't your my Chankatan. Tia no Shankatin, yet kill what cat and none of the mourners are desired. Those are the yellow non from in the dingo, the Kim garage shifted in the dome doctor of a year about the magic man. First Sakate, Accra, Dr. Sari, Tung Rollista, Minba Yalangu, Kabu my bishop machine crack and Tetebra Yinga. Put to Robama. Make your back with the bay. Contain Dr. Sara never mil my via Munayamea. Nung Gandela Muslim Bitora, Kanya Baba Kala. Toro Dinga Doro come correct your melon you. When Zomana be inquired, like a badna, Tambo Bombo, or with Bihra, or Formisia, or Gorlarm, or Yarla Bibi, Padabatamba, or Zahamala. When your baby home, Kambani and Nosha, ngbago sunsuhna won ka gba ka tapso zunya ko vilo zo kan gba ko tin majin kan tinya ka o ma o zo mantma kan nam ban ni no sandin yalan tum mo an kapte botil hana kan ko walga amya nsabe kaman nsab mpale non man yi parle na kan nan zan tourna tza pi tilama zan kafsi tilama zan no na ka duma pa kan pa walga ma no e zan ta tamsu be zan lo pomne ko su kanya woshin sule dawata o imam or gebandiru o indirmu or genirwa o imbala nirwa o amulon de bi ko ku ya yelle o yana kamna no ko ngombe na shi ka ya Allah ko mala ben ya won na kama son ko ngusu ngende pona no kunira to ama ngundin tikiyama banya bamur vanyur bla ban tabu ni la musu nyele les ans vanyur na que cambone non nya pis be cambone nyon che kan cheno il me je kere ma dem vanyur ngora abo go won lacha o yin to mul kan o ko fu ku yin wa za table mama ama nyon jele anya hospital ba kashir ga din yan ki vanyur ba na yan o kin o kende to na no bin kira mala piken ba bin kira lan ma ko bi so in sha ka zo na kan ma wo photo ba do mi simisma yan ma ne tan kan ni ku nyendir ko wadin nan ba wala kira ne kar ku kemte ya ne yin ma mo ka tuma kamera kan ma go ba ka baza to kan don UK Adlat doctors car like to bit ka tin yon mo ke karawun to ko biten ka dan sha ko mun yin secretary interpreter la friya to atira.
Some of the patients treated by Alhaji Fuseni have now turned to be family members. It is now difficult to identify the ones hot and dangerous persons brought to his house. But he faces a lot of danger living with these patients, though he had no problem with that.
Oyanti dans ma tempo mati shijiama. Oyanti dans hama mama yiyanto pour dar fiabrema. Fama do. Quand ya banyo ka bawo, Par exemple ça. Ngwana ko nya gurgur. Kan bawo ni ka te lon la sunyanga to ko la ringa ba. La ringa ba sa ngonde bi woni ko nya gurgur ma ona wula. Shiya. Ko magia ka largo. Tenaba le yin ya sa mo yan di oto. Inshallah. Mo ba kyagira. Man timbe kyagira. Uzoka kebesha man timbe kyagira. Makaka biarne ba kamla kan ta karan namba ka ukul. Ai kante yaba yihmana min tufsuna wa kutonyanta. Yabne doy wuntan no lon ji koma gama hakar wumba. Ama bugo di yen ba ben transfer ben zam tuma. Ki ha ma nya ki ha. Ai kana man yo. Har soni kana ka bazan san poate an ye gule. Mun ka san poate la gule. Ka mun mus niya kunyela mun zan na to ba. So mun niya ne nya shelba. Mun zan na to ba ka zo mun niya ne nya shelba. Shi kan yi yana babu. Ta yeso ya fonfon nyo. Zo mbor ngo ka bor ti ka abulma abun bora ye ka abulma kona ye weto nyam den le mbosa dagwan bi blan bon no mi mokane kamanu to chante bitimana dagwan bi ko ka no mbala je ka bote ako wurla ti nyam bo min chata ka de ati kap chante mbon to na ke mama ben kan ye ba ya bo me ti aji to ba ka do petro inka bi chante bona ka o kanate ja hangum ben ka te buha kan yon alaka dire ti la gbon kana wunke ka bu zan kan bakwai dubai ko hanka kana diyan sola moto le yon mama ngba mon pari be ma moto kia triple son de ben pa u bakwai donc de na dan kan yi won piro dollar dan ka piro tamda
we you go know all of the blessings fall on my
treatment of mental health conditions or individual mental health illness at the local level or in the community level is is to say that it's one of the best ways to go. If you come to look at our current mental health bill, which promote what we call community service as against institutionalization, is to say that if people are treated and managed within their community level using community resources, then it is the best way to be able to help the people, because you go and house the people in a facility that they don't have the resources, in a facility that the people are not there to support them, family is not able to visit. That kind of has another way of aggravating their situation. And sometimes you are even relocating the people away from their culture, away from their people, away from their social life. That can, in a way, say that affect the treatment regimen. So we have a number of people that we have sent to rehab. They have come back not reformed the way we wanted, because they get to the rehab and the environment is so new. At the point when they are even adjusting to the environment is when they say that, okay, the money you have paid is enough. You have to move. And the person hasn't well adjusted. So management of mental health conditions, especially in the area of addiction, within the confines of the people, if the resources are there, I will say is the best way to manage these individuals.
He disagrees with the issue of treating females and making them your wife. For him, treat and take is against the law.
Hal na jirin kyaman tidingo man mde mbe harpuni yin ka tab barka ko ne duhade ne jila via vient yala wula ka na ha ko tele ba pa sol kan na tabara ka ko beaucoup zan mo ko tirma kan ku zaksura haman na bi tiso iya mi azan yo ti do ka kya do ma ban ma dor kurun wa dit lan yise ban zan mo kana kanya to na mi ko son hin kan kallam na ti te duro lan lan zakse kan tout le monde y na won zo mama tout le monde y na won zo to na won zo mama to de san yo bi la na won sa de san yo ka domin shaharadir babien alaja ala sambo in shaharadir mbara no mi bishawa o sku bihe o zanga karake ne zo obi shabnu maza shishara kan yala ndo tabra babba kayon babba kayon ka ku zan bana tatim ka ku tibba ka bu zo obi shabu nyala pamba nyar ziki ngarngune misala sangu yo.
So I ask him what one needs to do when he bring a patient to him.
On to go buja ngo iya nkana ta pu mambala jinzan lan barngona nan ta wa to iya gule tun ka ta pai anya kan ko ndi gule te na barkan ka le biya wala ko ya kan pimbo ngo yi kaw to so ta gulna tetum anya yo duno kan yongube wala tumo da yi fombo ya 5 euro en si ko bom par zo kan na ande so inya to ta kan ye do obi akwo ka ta gbanke kan zo ni pozo mfable ya mbo bi mala kinyo Yusuf bakayo man bueno anya kabien tumani tiensha anya mama Majid kan yango ndiye de moma son ka ko nu pose ko ils ont nous pose ko ne Faruku bankan ko bon ma ba na mamba bu za sa man yawa bu so mun dagban ama yi mun to di ye to asmis anya nusa kan nan bandin yene ka wo ba mo ka chante bona kan nan nungo yi tile hatama to sa habunya nyale to sungula nan kan pire mo nungo van non amya ba yimba le non na ka zaŋ de wal ŋome nyama yoga ta debombo nyaale kalmi nsabna won yul kan de sama nsabongo nangmal go tu kom amya zaŋ ŋmanima zali ŋo niŋ kom niŋ mpagdi zaaha niŋ di puuni ka yɛlo di bɔrila nuo kan chɛ ka bi bɔ nuona kan tum tuma ni yɛ shɛm fabili n ba ni zaŋ wuhi shɛm wuhima n yaa nim ni wuhima shɛm ka n niŋ lala ka naan kpaa wɔligu maa n niŋ ka yɛ zaŋ ya chaŋ ti tam ka bi zaŋ chaŋ ti tam ka di bi ka bi kee ka o nyɛlli a yɛ yindi na bi kana la ŋun bɔŋɔ magi din bɔŋɔ wari chaŋ ti no ti suugi o mɔɣu ka yino vanyuri biinga kan daa cheeno ni yihi cheeni maa o niŋ ka o niŋ nira bindi buri ni kuri niriba fola sɔŋ bi naan buo zuŋɔ dabsi ŋɔ nyɛma ka lala de zoma ŋuni n kana ti gbaagi kuriga n gubo ka o duu mɔɣu maa bin tulli ŋɔ maa naan zaŋ kuriga maa zali ka o zaŋ duɣu maa tam di zuɣu yin yaa n sɔŋɔ ŋun helpi o maa yin yaa n helpi yin yaa a nyɛ ban zaaha ban kpalim tibirila bi maŋa amaa di daa kan ŋun bɔŋɔ bin zuŋɔ na yaa nuŋ ku su mɔɣu nuŋ bi biɛra ka zɔri ginda amaa zuŋɔ dabsi ŋɔ ŋun bala maa ŋuni n chɛni ŋɔ yi bohi o yɛya wan yi hali Europe o yi ni polo n chaŋ tiŋ hali na ni yaŋɔ desert maa zaa o noli mi kana o noli mi kana di zuɣu ka dindɛma zuɣu naawu yi ko niŋ nam puuni ban bɔŋɔ o yi ko nyɛ zuŋɔ biɛɣu ni ka yɛn discharge o yɛn chɛbisi n ko kuli muɣusigu shɛli kani o kuli kpaŋmi zaa majid ni ʒɛma majid bara o ti nyɛla a nyɔnta pa ka o zɔn chaŋ ti bɛ boori ni n ʒirila kaaya ka kala ti buna n kpuɣi niriba chɛchɛ ni bari kuni zuŋɔ o bi hali ŋun lan ʒi sambani na yɛli tin bɔrɔ ka nyɛ o bi lahi chɛni shɛli kam don shi bumpuŋɔ ban zaa niŋla alaafee maa ŋun bɔŋɔ ŋɔ o mini o tabi bin zaŋ o mini sɔna alahi maa kuliya a nyɛla bɛ maalam zo ka o chɛn yeeri o niɛma n labira o ku yi o n yɛli o niɛma labi ka chaŋ nyu vari maa yɛ yɔɣu n sundi piɛbbu to ka geela baaku nanga zuŋɔ silimiinsi ŋmanila kom o noli ni ka musim ŋmanila kom o noli ni bi zaa maa sambani polo ka bi yin kamaani ŋun bɔŋɔ ʒiya ŋɔ ha boho Libya o mini a boho ya polo mini di zaa yɛla maa n ʒiba zuŋɔ o yi nyɛ soli labi o yɛn yɛla nira ŋɔ maa ka ti zaŋ biɛn suhuri naawu.
Right, so you see all these clay pots here. You can see the backs, everything is dark. That tells you that it's always on fire. There are times you come to this house and all these pots are actually filled with herbs and being heated on fire for various patients who are here to be treated on various conditions. This is not a small number of clay pots here, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, close to 10. These ones that are covered, their people are yet to come for them to go and begin using them. So it tells you that when you arrive in this house, everything in this house is about herbs, and it's about healing, and it's about treatment. We are told that this house is known for, in quote, the mad people house, but that is not the right term for it. This is just to describe where it is. So all these pots are supposed to be used for heating and boiling herbs for patients in this house.
I sip my alcohol, I don't want to reason bad things no more. I don't want to go back to where I did before.
Ngumongula de la bioni. Ni eme ne mam ye to atarba yi gbagbo mo kan kon komi. Won bezo bi o bole muso ko kan ki o yele. Ino mo interview mbo. Ka bo ya kara va ananyur bi abla nyura bi anyan bo. Yi nyanda sara won yenda bo nyanda sara. Wallahi yele ngungba
Nuruddin Bawa was brought into Alhaji Fuseni's house with an advanced stage mental disorder. At the beginning, he was very dangerous and harmful, which forced the healer to chain him. However, he is now recovering after being on the herbs for 2 weeks. I engaged with him while being timid and scared. I want to find out your name and exactly where you're coming from.
I'm Mr. Bauer, Nuruddin Bauer.
All right, Nuruddin Bauer. And are you from Tamale?
I'm not a native here.
Where are you from?
Originated from Accra.
Accra, all right. So, for how long have you been in this house?
I was meant to be for 2 weeks or 4 days here. It kept so long because of the herbal medicine I've been, bathing with.
Okay.
And then, should I say, some incense I have to inhale.
Okay.
So it kept a long time, and my daddy's brother that brought me here went back, and I couldn't be able to go back. But I have a conversation, but not regularly with him.
Okay.
I don't know if he's in town.
Okay. So, as you are here, are you fine? Are you comfortable?
I'm comfortable.
All right. So, are you seeing any improvement in your health?
A big improvement in my health.
Okay. So, what would you want to say? Because do you know exactly how you got yourself to Tamale and to this house?
I know I came with a friend, a daddy's brother is a friend. We came before the dawn prayer. We arrived at, I don't know that township.
Okay.
And then we had to call this number, their house. And he had a number, but I don't have the number.
Okay.
We called, and then, I don't know, a brother was sent, a friend, to come and pick us. And then we were brought to this house.
So, before you came here, what was your condition?
My condition was, I'm not into any hard drugs like cocaine or heroin. I have taken alcohol, but I did stop it.
Okay.
Marijuana, that was the effort I want to put to stop. I've stopped.
You have stopped now?
I've stopped now.
All right. That's good news to hear that you have stopped, because since it's not good for your health. But would you want to advise anybody out there who is on marijuana?
Yeah, I'll be pleased to advise someone who is on marijuana to stop. But it doesn't take any effort to stop. It's a matter of your, how do I say, ability. If you have the will and determination, you can stop.
Okay. And so for you, it's not something that is good for young ones out there.
Yes. It's something I can live without it.
Okay. It's something you can live without. But previously you were not able to live without.
Yes.
What convinced you now that you think marijuana is not good?
Well, it's just a peer pressure. That I was in school when I started smoking marijuana.
Okay.
A friend of mine, we were 3 working together, and then there was a time we came home, we had a smoking. This time I tell you what, I can't explain it.
Okay.
It was madness, I tell you, big madness. I had it in school, but when I came home, blowing, I can't help it, wallahi. So I had to stop, and I went back to it again. When I went back to it again, and I always said to myself, I'll stop, until I was caught red-handed by my uncle. And then he resorted to take me to these prayer camps, mental institute for rehabilitation. But I've been here, I've been able to stop. I know I can live without it now. Cigarettes, I have stopped, I've quitted it. All of these things I've stopped.
So you have been to prayer camps, you've been to the rehabilitation centers,
Yes.
and you have not seen any improvement. But for here, you are okay.
I'm okay.
Your condition is better now.
Yeah, it's better.
All right. So I just want you to finally look into the camera and then give a testimony about this old man here.
All right.
Yes. What can you say about the old man here?
Well, all I can say about him is he's a good man, he's kind, he's what is he has the reservation to accept whatever people, should I say, friends or visitors come to him for if in terms of charity he gives.
Okay.
And
He's hospitable.
he's hospitable.
Right. So these are the testimonies from you. We are going to wrap up our conversation right now.
All right.
I want to find out if you were doing any work before you got your condition or not.
Well, since I left for school, I left school for abroad. I've been to UK for studies.
Okay.
I've worked over there. When I came back, I was deported. I overstayed my visa. I haven't been gainfully employed.
Okay.
I had to stay home, resort to this, daily subsistence money, and then some remittances from my dad from abroad.
So your dad lives in abroad?
He lives in abroad. He's
UK?
not in town at the moment.
UK?
UK.
All right. So you would you say it's because you were not employed, that's why you resorted to this weed and marry those kind of drugs?
Yes.
Because you were not employed.
I wasn't employed.
Okay. All right. So who was taking care of you?
Everything was transferred to my uncle. My uncle was the MP for a constituency in Accra.
Okay. Which constituency is that?
Ablekuma Central. He was former an MP.
Okay. For which political party?
NDC.
All right. So, would you want to leave this house when you are completely healed, or you want to stay here?
I'll leave this house when I'm completely healed.
And what will be your preaching message when you leave here?
My message to the youth is stay away from drugs, be sober, try always to achieve sobriety, because alcohol, drug will end you up in jail, mental institute, prayer camps and these things. And the next consequences, people invest money is unnecessary. You see, if the money had been spent on something on food for you or clothes, it would have been better.
Do you have a family on your own? Do you have a wife
I don't
and
have
children?
a family. I don't have.
You don't have a wife?
I hope to get married.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
My name is Yusuf Osman. And I came here for a treatment. And I've been here I've kept long here, more than 2 months, 2 weeks. I've stayed here, came here for a treatment. My father said he's going back for a money to come back to treat me. And when he went, he did not come back again. If you call, he said it cannot be reached. And him too, he's not calling back. And if you call my family, it cannot be reached. So I've been staying here with Asia who have been looking after me and Alaj. So everybody, now I'm a family of this man.
So how do you?
If they treat me and I'm fine, then I'll go back and continue my school.
Where are you from?
Accra.
How old are you?
15.
So, which level are you in your education?
P5.
What work does your father do?
I don't know that. I don't stay with my father, I stay with my mother. Eh? My mother don't wait.
Alhaji Fuseini's first wife, Hajia, has been with him in the treatment since he started. She has a lot of experience in the job, though a woman.
Then halle kitani zungo da fushetin shon. Unto san barna mana. Kabanon onon tumati. Barso beno ona ji okutosu mu'ama. Nyene yan son. Do mu'ama zungo cham. Nti jongulu ko sule. Kanana boto ko nu. Kato onye yiko karmago ko kana tujan. Ngome masu mahalan bala sun to bento san sokana ko ngun suma ngun kuto ko bien yala gan akuto ko ya namro ba ko saati shere to varso mun varso goma ko nin labta magi onin mala da sahadin to fa wa ma doto ngan chan ko su ka zan wo labsan la bento bien la ta pajo mun psiya na yi ramin ko yesen tammo joor gar piya na yi nsule ndole tiba ka nyele kasu kannan tambin dirgo njukti ba halle lana ka to kubjan lana halle ka nyar saukin ciana nyar saukin kuna kanan fa pala kanna halkan tibatin malin dole ba mutun yamma bihin fahman zo to banin ye Aisha Sakina ne Amida ka halle so mata buma tana bace tana kulbiyan na wata mina jin tabin hade mun takana ka babban otila an akatisan ma katila won yibiyan na woyi kuno ne mo yela fako ya mangalben sha'an biyan ban zan bana timini deba bu ku fatar mini ta deba ti kul deba dina ma den chan mu ka cenjalti wula ko lan jira wula ko lan nan da oho babban mi tan mu wonyale faru ko ne jiyan wo yela garla jiwo yumuna yi yusufu sobon ku bo so yumuna yi mbala yumuna yi o dira won yura don won shi o bara ku hurlan nan tam kan wonin dulan ya no pata lambara ku sai kan linin tam ma zo ko ti ba ko da bayi ashe yumuna yi mbala halitta hal o ko luba nan bilan ne dimanin buna yiso aka zalika dan nan tim ko su jala ko yeno ku to bolla anakara nan da yan nan ka ci habjan ma ai on ku figar nama brai so ka bata ta shiftina tima ka ta jere tiro ko na vanda karinyanya dinan sonte to dol ma halin da bin ya kacan fiken ta darla nan ta tiro ko nan yura karna so ka alhaji banan do dinan tiro ka anyo ashe san barwan burba ko irba ka ti can karinyala yumayi chimsu golngun ko jeyen o jiwo yumura yin bala tun ko pahlata bihmani ti yurka jole la ta bihi ai ka suru aku tabbara aku ka suru aku tabbara tu dujjalan fune te min babjan so min kunnan da so kan wunin tiyan ne ko lirala dujjal na no duwun bala ka min doro man ta ko yal shamma an ku doni shalma ne ko yan bana ma gbabban ya no ne ya tuma dadam nya bi kulun bini kun ma ga jimiyan yo ka bin ma go jimiyan yo ayan shino makayyar gobando in so de shel ko doni atinya bi anne won yina inde yan tumatun shel kar vala ko bakala ta fa ci an songa ci an tun wo songa da sahama ne sun kannam abanga na ta'bai fakannama ruzo ta bayyana ba halle da dam ne ba ka baranye shaba kar ta fa ba ma ami bi an din yan fanyen sham inda zo ta ko yi ba halle ko balan da ban
Yes, you can see it's not a small weight at all. So this is the chain when you get here and you are so hot. I mean, those that are so much dangerous, this is what they will use to chain them until they cool them down before they can take it out. Of course, if they are not chained, there are people in this house, a lot of children and women that they can actually harm. And that's why this particular chain is used on those patients that actually their condition is at the advanced stage. You can hear, let me try lifting it once again. Camera, follow. Okay. Not easy at all. If you're able to lift this thing 10 times, you would be able to join Ghana's most strongest. Well, So that is how it is. They use it to chain those that their condition is severe, those that can actually harm.
Frank was brought from Accra, Mamobi by his father for treatment. He suffered from a brain disorder, and anytime he sits down, he feels surrounded by people. He has been in the house for over 9 months.
Are you from Tamale?
No, I'm not from Tamale. I'm from Mamobi. Accra, Mamobi.
Accra, Mamobi. For how long have you been in this house?
I've been in this house almost 9 months.
9 months. Almost 1 year.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you know why you came to this house?
Yes, I know.
Why did you come to this house?
Because I'm not feeling good. I have a problem with some other people.
Okay. You have problem with some other people. And so they brought you to this house.
Yes.
Who brought you here?
My father.
Your father. Okay. So
My father.
what exactly was your problem before he brought you?
My problem was come in the house. Sometimes I speak alone. That's why.
You speak alone?
Yes.
Okay. Were you involved in any drugs?
No.
You were not involved in drugs.
Yes.
So it was just some strange mental disease.
Yes.
Okay. So have you seen any changes ever since you came to this house?
Yes, I've seen now. It's down now.
It's down now?
Now it's down.
Okay.
I always pray. I always perform ablution and go and pray and come and take my food. The night and I sit outside there, have some rest. I go inside there when I sleep.
Okay. So before now, how was your condition? How were you living?
Now I'm living very strong.
Before?
Yes. Before not strong like this. And now I'm strong.
Tell me, when those days when you sit down, how were you feeling and how were you behaving?
I sit down, I see like my friends disturbs me.
You see people around you?
My friends come disturb me, ask me questions.
You see them clearly or in your mind?
No, I see them
clearly.
Yeah, friends.
Okay, your friends. Alright, so would you leave this house when you are done or you want to stay?
I want to stay.
You want to stay in this house?
Hey,
you want to become his son?
Yes.
And leave your father?
It's my father.
You want to leave your father?
Okay.
He gave birth to you? Okay. Alright, so
look alike.
What can you say about him?
He's very big imam. That's what I say. He's a big imam.
Alright. So
big imam.
Farouk is also one of the patients that were brought to this house for healing. Just like you heard from him, he had some kind of mental disorder where when he sits alone, he feels there are a lot of people around him and having an interaction with him. But for 9 months now, he's been in this house. He has confessed that there have been a lot of changes after he came to this house. And of course, he does not want to even leave this house again. He wants to become a family member of this house.
This young man was also almost on the streets due to abuse of marijuana. But now, he looks fine. He still takes his herbs, hoping to completely be healed.
So this young man here is one of the patients in this house that is seeking care. He is actually also suffering from mental disorder, but right now, as you can see, he's just preparing his herbs to go and take. These ones have been poured already in the bucket for him to take to the washroom, and this one, he's filling it here, waiting for next bath. So after this, then later, possibly by tomorrow morning, then he comes to pour this one. He's soaking inside here the clay pot here so that he can go and bath. You can see behind there too, that is some of the herbs that are, being soaked here. These ones are also soaked here for another person, and the person, when it's time for the person to also come and go and bath, then they come and pour it. So that's how the work is being done here. Several of these patients living in this house are actually using different herbs altogether depending on your condition. So if your condition demands a particular herb, the healer will actually prescribe it and it will be soaked for you. You have just seen that this young man will take this one, go and bath, and that is how they will continue bathing it until they get some kind of changes in their body, in their condition as well. So you can pick it.
If you come to look at the traditional medicine, where we have a lot of our colleagues being trained from KNUST with a background to identify what works, and going back to our forefathers and how they have managed things even before the coming of the European. It means that these things work. But sometimes our challenge with the traditional way of doing things is the level of making it look like it will solve every problem on earth. That is where the issue. But if you are measured in the use of it, you are guided, and you know what you are doing, we'll say that let's use it more respectfully, and to say that let's use it in ways that are helpful to the individual. Then when the individual benefit from it, you will learn from it and can use it for it to benefit another person. So at that point, I will say it's kind of okay to say that, okay, I have used this and I've managed this sort of condition for a while and it works. Another person may come, it may work or may not work, and that is the learning point I want us to go.
Abagatbag.com. We not go far, we are go, you go know. All of the blessings fall on my yard. Blessings stay for my yard, And like a dad, you go be, you go see, you go feel because the blessings fall on my yard. Blessings fall on my yard, That's why I set my alcohol. I don't wanna reason bad things no more. I don't wanna go back to where I did before. Make nobody stress me, not disturb me, cha. I sip my alcohol. I don't wanna reason bad things.
To find somebody who has passion and ready to commit resources that could have been for the use of family, for the use of self-development and self-benefit, to commit it towards supporting less privileged individuals in our society, need support, need a push. And the push, I will say, must come from diverse areas. From the government, and so we can call on the mental health authority to visit them and build their capacity so that they can be able to support many more people. We can call on local authorities, the regional health directorate, to give them that support in terms of if they need mental health professionals to be visiting that facility. That would be excellent. But I must also add that also there's the need, because this man who is doing this wonderful work is helping our own people. And so as indigents of the North, it is time for us to rise up and support him, because at the end of the day, he could have probably kept his resources to himself, fed his family and benefited from it, but he's gone out to just share himself to our communities, telling us that this is a selfless individual. And so we in the North and indigents of northern Ghana and the entire populace of Ghana need to support this person.
For the past 30 years or so, I've been around with him. The next house is where I live, so I'm always here with him, and I see how he treats and how things go around. I think my first testimony was about one man who came from Cote d'Ivoire. I think he was totally crazy, but inshallah he was able to treat him, and then he went back to. And there was also one Ashanti man who also came from the United States of America. He also came with the same condition. And by Allah's grace, I think he also got healed, and then he went back. That apart, I think locally, I bear witness to many people who get sick. They come here and then they are treated and then they go. But what I can also say is that just as he used herbs, he used the Islamic way too, in addition to heal people. And I think so far he has been successful. And you have also seen the testimonies given by him, the patients themselves, the wives. All these testify that he's doing a very great job. My problem actually, and what I fear for him, is that the patients who sometimes are dangerous mix and live with what? The family. I think that's what I fear. I think that something has to be done about it. I don't think that is safe, but all the same, I think they are managing with this precarious situation.
Right, so you can see that he has covered himself with a cloth. This cloth, he is actually inhaling heat of some herbs inside there. He wants the heat to enter his body, and that is another form of treatment in this house. This is what we call local treatment. Yes, so you see that I cannot hold it. Yes, so that's how it is. There's smoke coming out, and the scent here is actually so much choking, and it tells you that no matter what happens, when this thing enter you for several hours and days and weeks and months, your condition is actually going to be treated. So this is actually one of the ways. This you are seeing is a human being. It's not an object. It's a human being covered with this, and that is one form of the healing. This is some of the herbs that are on fire. This is a clay pot that is being filled with herbs and boiling, so the patient comes to pick it. This is not a metal. This is a clay pot. In this house, for all the herbs, they are being boiled with clay pots. This one is filled with the herbs. After boiling, the patient comes to pick it, and then they go and bath. With this part of the particular herb, they need the heat to be able to cure the condition that the person is suffering from. So that is one aspect of the healing process. So in general, when you walk into this house, like I said earlier, is known for treating only people with mental disorder. There are several patients that have not been able to get their healing in the hospital, and yet in this house they came and their conditions have been cured. We are told that there have been several of them who travel outside the country to come to this house to come and seek healing. There are even instances where psychiatric doctors and nurses have referred patients to this particular house for them to come and seek healing. But of course, whatever you do, there are going to be challenges. You are going to face a lot of challenges. In this house, the old man is doing a lot, helping Mother Ghana, but he is suffering and lacking a lot of things. This house you are seeing right now here has a lot of people inside, children, women, and the family is large. There is no reserve accommodation for the patients that come in here. And so what we are appealing right now is for whoever that has the strength and the capacity to be able to support. We need accommodation where they can admit this patient, because there are instances and times that people come and leave their patients here, then they will run away. They take care of them, feeding these women here, feed them all the time. They cook for them to eat, and nobody takes care of them. They do not take a penny anytime they heal them. Aja, salamu alaikum. Ayuli. Ayula Amida bo. So Barma Ulake Nanga Peter Bakken.
Ben chihra ben shama no ye biarani ti du jar ka no biara ni ti an walgala o jar o be ndi no ma ni be shen ma on chihir ben shan za ti du ka biara na ti an walgala mun ben jar o nju o ben jar ko
Yito nyala sa ndo bizajere separate.
Pangwa ai ne yara ngo muar ma manan kunyar shaka
To yel
manan shana ta da na ma na bu ba na ma ban to nya mo juro ma dan to nan ko be ses jai ne an to yi suwaye tamle ai do mun wadan fa lapsun wadan tam dalaka nan ha kabza ta su asba zawuni urgaye kalan stati rumo en sogla yum nasba urgale stati lang lala ha ba mai ta pure jinga ta na biya morma ya twa dabba ba za su ya kana nan fure aka fure
so bishop jenika busu tan ba ka abin
so ne to bi na to mi o yala dubu ta kaju denen tu jesa anyo yala du ko ta kaju ayen tsira kwamfe da san nyanin tamsu za'ala mu asham ko ta kala isabe bo she no denen su ban no ko kama
so be kana fresh to sure mama be wala
mama na be shamya dukkan man mun mama ga to ma ju'ma na be shamma daban mara da jafa wale ayen jole sha ko ya za ti ju'ma tabale ka galila ba mu'ama sulma mu'ama yan tere warin wa hisi na karan da ku yan tere maka zo sulma za yan yana an to jore wa ka to ka sala da zo mama ku to ba lo ta tamu ba lo ta a cen to mama ta ba ma da kunun tan ba shi so da kawana 2 weeks ko an fara 2 weeks 2 weeks man shekalan bola kawana so halan kujara so halan sadara kawana 5 million ko an fara daga 2 weeks me kare din yanzu shedan ka babu an to nan mu ama kan dole ta so no tenta su ko bala ba sha dole tenta su
da
dobe pa no pro man do su ha so no do kana be jira ni en zero ben zero ka pesi wonwale ro akubo no nya fa ko ngbachi otabu.
But one important thing is that Alhaji Fuseni have been certified by the Traditional Medicine Council.
Simply the boka ko tabula ka ya unuka so eti kia yang awula kaino aka shahara gba akango kati yinan te bo lawyer kata sab Ghana zai pana dinki bonde constitution kata sab Ghana zai pana maza na bin shakam za kata kan regional office kapti ne dikyang Accra karchang Ghana jeji kema ne doctor pam kabza sai bisigi kenan Canada so kapto tuma so ne to no nkabe.
All in all, this has been a tour of Alhaji Fuseni's house. He's a healer specialized in treating people with mental disorder. This house is actually a house described as the house of the mad people. We are actually calling on philanthropists, individuals, the government themselves, to actually offer support for this old man who has been in this job for over 30 years and counting. I am Jonas B. I will be wrapping it up all in Alhaji Fuseni's house, Warijai, Tamale.
abegitbag.com.
We not go far, we are go, you go know. All of the blessings fall on my yard. Blessings stay for my yard, And like a dad, you go be, you go see, you go feel, because the blessings fall on my yard. Blessings fall on my yard,